Linked lists are a very popular data structure, and that is why interviewers will come up and they will try to ask a lot of different questions just to understand and see how well do you understand the concept. So one such problem is where you are given a linked list and a particular value. Now, what you need to do is you need to return me a list that does not have that value. What it means is that particular node should be removed from the linked list. So let us see how we can go about solving this problem. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. First, I'm going to explain you the problem statement and we will look at some sample test cases. Going forward, we will see how you can approach this problem and then optimize it to get a fast solution. As usual, we will also do a dry run of the code so that you understand how all of this actually works in action. Without further ado, let's get started. First things first, let us quickly try to make sure that we are understanding the problem statement correctly. In this problem, you are given a linked list and some integer value, val, right? And what you have to do is, you need to return me a list where all of the nodes with the value val, they have been removed. So what does that actually mean? So let us say I have this sample linked list in front of me and the value is 6. This simply means that you have to return me a new list where all of these nodes with the value 6 are removed. So technically what this means is, once I have removed both of these nodes, how does my resultant linked list look like? The resultant list will look something like this, right? You can see that value 6 is no longer present in it. So as an answer, you need to return me this head and this will be your accepted output. So now if you understand the problem statement even better, feel free to try it out. Otherwise, let us see how we can go about solving it. Okay, so let us say I have this sample list in front of me and this is the value 6. This value 6 should be removed from my original list, correct? So as a good programmer, what should be your first approach? First of all, you should forget about optimization and just think about how you can actually obtain a result. So what will be your approach? One thing you can do is, you can say that, okay, I will start creating a new list and in this new list, I will traverse each element one by one, right? If this element matches 6, then you need to skip it, right? Otherwise, what you can do is, you can just copy this element in my new list, right? So I created one node. Going forward, I move to my second node. I will match this value. They both are equal, correct? So what I'm going to do is, I will just skip it. Moving on, I get my next node, and that is 8. Once again, I compare it with the value. These are different. So 8 needs to be included in my result list. So this way, what you're going to do is, you will keep traversing this list and you will include 15, you will include 16, but you will skip out 6 again, right? Because it matches your value. Once this is complete, you will have a resultant list and that will be your answer, right? So the problem with this approach is, you never took any advantage of the fact that this is a linked list. A linked list has nodes that are connected by some pointers, right? So there could be a way possible that you can just shuffle these pointers and then get rid of the node 6, right? Because right now, what you're doing is, you're taking up extra memory. And this memory is something which your interviewer will never like. So try to think what you can do about it. How can you reduce the memory usage and how can you take advantage of these special pointers? Let us have a look at it. To understand an efficient approach, first of all, you must understand how does the traversal of linked list actually works. So right now I have this sample linked list with me, right? How are you gonna iterate this list? You will start off with the head pointer, that is the first node, and then you will move on to the next pointer following this pointer, right? So what I'm gonna do is, this will be my first node, then I go next, and I will arrive at my second node, right? If I do a next operation again, I will arrive at my third node, right? So what you can say is, these pointers, they define where you will go next, correct? So let us say I change things a little bit. What happens if I change my pointers like this? And I ask you, okay, start again at the head node. How will you traverse the list now? This time, you will traverse this node first, then you will go to this farther node and then you will go to this middle node, right? So what just happened? Your traversal changed. And why is that? That is simply because you changed your pointers, right? So this should give you some kind of an idea. Let us take up our same example once again. I have this linked list with me and I have to get rid of the nodes that have the value 6, right? So somehow, if I can remove these pointers and I create new pointers such that after the node 4, the next points to node 8. How will you traverse the list now? You will start at 4 and then straight away you will go to 8, right? And then you are going to continue your traversal. So what just happened? In this new pointer arrangement, you remove the node 6, correct? And this is what we are going to do over here to find an efficient approach. Now we have to start somewhere, right? We cannot start at the head because the head value also might be 6 and then you have to remove the head as well. So what I'm going to do is I will just create a dummy node that will occupy only one space and I will move my head to this dummy node. And what I will do is I will point the next of this dummy node to my original head, that is 4. So now your linked list looks like this, correct? Now things become very simple. Start from your first node and check the value of the next node. So currently I am at my dummy node and I check the value of next node. This is 4. Compare 4 with the value 6. They are not equal, right? So what I'm going to do is I want to keep this node, right? And I will move at my next position and that is node number 4. Once again do the same thing. Compare the value of the next node with the actual value. These are same, right? So what you have to do is you have to skip this node somehow. So what I'm going to do is I will update my pointers. What I will do is this node 4 dot next. I will update this pointer to the next of this next node. So what I'm trying to do over here is I am updating these pointers of the node 4 and I update this pointer to point to the next of next node, right? So now my linked list starts to look like this. You can see that after node number 4, I will go straight to node number 8. Now do a next again. So now you're going to move to node number 8, right? Now, once again, compare the value of the next node to the value that you want to delete. If they are same, once again, you will have to skip the node. Otherwise, just move on to the next node and continue doing this operation until you reach the null value. So what does this tell you? At the very end, when you have traversed the entire list, this final pointer will also get updated, right? And the next of 16 will point to the next of 6 and that is null. So what happens when you try to traverse your list now? You will start with node number 4, then go to next and you will arrive at 8, go to next, you arrive at 15, go to next, you arrive at 16 and go to next again and then you arrive at a null and that is where you need to stop, right? So as a result, what did we just do? We removed both the node 6 from our linked list traversal, right? Now let us quickly do a dry run of the code to see how it actually works in action. On the left side of your screen, you have the actual code to implement this solution. And on the right, I have a sample list with me and a value. Now both of these things are passed in as an input parameter to the function remove elements. Oh, and by the way, this complete code and its test cases are also available on my GitHub profile. You can find the link in the description below. Starting off things, what is the first thing that we do? First of all, we create a dummy head node, right? Because we have to start somewhere. We create this dummy head node and what I will do is I will point my head to this dummy node now. So my linked list now starts to look like this, right? I am starting off with a dummy node. Next, what I have to do is I take up a pointer and that is current. So current is right now pointing at my dummy node because that is where I have to start, right? Now just follow the process. What I'm going to do is I will start a while loop until I reach the very end. And at every iteration, I will check if the value in the next node equals to my value that I have to delete. If yes, what I just do is I will do a current.next equals to the next of next. So this will skip a node. For example, if my current is pointing at node number 4, right? and I have to get rid of the value 7. The next of 4 is 7, correct? And I have to remove this. So what do I do? Current dot next. And the current dot next is this pointer, right? The one in yellow. And what I'm saying is current dot next should be current dot next dot next. This is the most crucial thing that you have to remember. So current dot next is node number 7. And what is the next of 7? The next of 7 is 2, right? So in this statement, I am updating these pointers. And when I update the pointer, my new list will start to look something like this. Now, as this loop proceeds, you will move through your entire list and get rid of all the nodes that have the value 7. Once you are complete, you just need to return dummy.next. That is because we created this dummy node and we have to get rid of it. And doing a next value will land me at the actual current head, right? The time complexity of this solution is order of n. That is because we are traversing through the list only once. And the space complexity of this solution is order of 1. That is because we are not taking any extra space to arrive at an answer. I hope I was able to simplify the problem and its solution for you. As per my final thoughts, I just want to say that I know this problem is very small and very quick, right? But what I want to tell you is always focus on the problem concept. Try to understand the underlying structure of how a linked list actually works. Think about it. A linked list has certain components. It has certain nodes and each node has the same structure, a value and a next pointer, correct? So you need to take advantage of this structure. Think about problems like where you have to delete a node, where you have to insert nodes, where you have to merge two lists. In all of these problems, you have to take advantage of the linked list structure. Sure, you can always create new lists, new arrays, and then achieve your result. But that solution will not be an optimal one. And your interviewer will certainly expect a better answer. So next time, whenever you see such a problem, try to take advantage of the structure. That is why I always focus on understand the concept. That will make your life very, very easy. So what I want you to do is, in the comment section below, tell me one such problem that you have encountered and how did you solve it. Also tell me, while going through this video, did you face any problems? Tell me everything in the comment section below and I would love to discuss all of them with you. As a reminder, if you found this video helpful, please do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. This motivates me to make more and more such videos where I can simplify programming for you. Also let me know what problems do you want me to solve next. Until then, see ya.